born idiot. And you know what they say about opinions, right?
Well, I don't give a damn. They like,
don't you even start your stuff.
Girl, come on. I don't give a damn. I'm ready.
You always ready. You stay ready because you ain't got to get ready.
You already know. Because it's about what? To each his own.
Yes. Okay.
Action. Cheers.
Cheers.
Hey, friend.
How you doing?
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of To Each His Own podcast. I'm Miss Lomax.
And I am Sunkissed Shock.
And what's going on, Tribe? What's up? How y'all doing? How we living? Shock, what's been going on with you, niece?
Chilling, catching the breeze. This fake weather we in between right now, so yeah.
Oh my God, this shit is wrong. You see what I got on?
It takes and I feel like, why does it require so much for me to figure out what the hell I'm gonna put on every day?
Because it's a lot of thought process that has to be put into it in weather like this.
I'm gonna be hot by the time it's 2 o'clock. Like, what's going on?
It's just going fucking sweat. It's gonna be a breeze outside. It's
by
like
the time I come from where I'm going,
cooler during the day, and then it might like warm up later on, like throughout the day, like as your work day seems. Like damn, steamy about this bitch.
Okay, and don't be hopping in and out the car. That's the one right there,
girl.
So I have a question for you.
What?
Could you pass up on a good guy if he doesn't meet your height requirements?
A good guy?
Like, a good guy.
I mean, but how would I already know if he's a good guy? I mean, I would have had to get to know him already being short, though.
Yeah, because it could be anybody. What if it's a good friend that you have and you really find out, like, oh, he's a really good guy?
I mean, I got a little fetish. So, when I say by fetish, I don't have like a fetish for short men, but Chuck knows this little secret about me. I got a little fetish. It's always different types of guys that I wanted to date throughout my lifetime, and I'm just like always, short men. I always said naturally I never liked short men, but then as I got a little bit older, I'm like, all right, there's different types of guys that I think I want to try, and short men were in that category. And I actually dated a couple of short. I dated a really short guy once. Like he was like literally like almost came to my chest. Like he came like somebody who's.
Oh. I've never dated somebody.
And he was good. We were good together. Like it was a vibe. Like that was my dog.
Okay, good. I mean, because ultimately your height doesn't determine your character, so
it doesn't. I thought that it would. I used to be shallow.
Yeah.
Back in the day,
okay.
like before I was
fair.
When I was young though, when I didn't know shit.
Yeah, that's fair.
I was shallow, but you never know. Because one thing I have learned that y'all know it's always gonna be something to jump to it. There's a lot of big things come in small packages.
Just preach.
Big things come in small packages. The short guys, they got the slammers, be like the skinny guys with the slammers.
It's like all they weight from their body
goes right into the ham slammer. Yep.
To the ham
So you can't be knocking these guys just because they short, y'all. Don't do it. I'm trying to told you.
I'm cracking up.
I'm trying to told you. Don't knock them till you're trying.
Okay.
So would you?
Yeah, no, I wouldn't do that. I don't think I could be able to do that.
Date somebody short? So you would pass up on a good guy?
No, I'm saying I don't think I would be able to pass up on a good guy just because of his height.
Oh, so have you dated like a... What do you
I've
consider
dated a short
though?
man. Short is my height to me. Like a man that's 5'6", that's little as shit.
That is considered a short man, but would you date a man shorter than you?
See, I haven't done that. So I don't, I mean, I'm not saying that I wouldn't, but if he was a good guy,
that's why would he was a good guy.
Why not?
Okay.
I'm not that shallow.
Let's take it a step further. Would you date a little person?
A midget?
You can't say that.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to offend anyone.
That's all right. I'm sorry, little people. I be trying to,
Yeah, I have people in my family who are little people.
Yeah, I be trying to enlighten my friends on the different things to say, because I know it's a lot of different terms with the LGBTQ plus community, but with the little people,
I'm sorry. That was very
simple. You call them a little person, or even if you call them a dwarf. Because that's the technical name for it.
Yeah, dwarfism. Yeah,
dwarfism.
I'm familiar with it.
You call them a dwarf or a little person, that's not offensive. But I don't, for whatever reason, midget has become
a derogatory
term for them. It's like calling a black person a nigger for that's
because honestly, I don't really. If I know somebody that's a little person.
Say the word midget, I understand.
But honestly, when I'm thinking about it, because I don't even know why I just said that. Because honestly, when I do know people like that, I have people who are in my family who are little people.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yes, there are little people in my family.
I ain't never met them.
Yeah, we got some teeny boppers. I'm just kidding.
They technical little people, or they just real short?
No, they're really like little people.
I know you all these years. I ain't never known you had no little people in your family.
Don't get me started.
I've been to family reunions and everything, and I ain't never seen no little people.
Listen, I'm going to tell you.
What side they on?
Listen, the left side. The side that you was at.
I ain't never know that.
I'm going to bust her in the face. if she don't let this go.
Cause she know I watch Little People Lane and all that. She know I watch my Little People shows.
But I'm just saying, even
with
with that, I don't say, oh, I know a little person. I just call them by their name. I mean, when you see them, of course, you'll know that they're a little person. You know what I mean?
I don't even know why identify them as that.
So that's an honest fact about me.
Right,
I don't just
say,
they're a little person.
Yeah, you don't. You really don't.
Or, oh, they're a fat person. Like, no, I don't do stuff like that. Like, you just gonna meet them as who they are.
That's who they are. Like, oh, yeah, such and such, the fat boy.
If I'm cool with them, I'm cool with them.
Yeah. Like,
you know what I'm saying?
What they look like doesn't define who they are.
Right.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Because there are many other characteristics you could describe people by rather than their size.
So did you answer the question, would you date a little person?
Yeah, I would.
I think I would too.
I mean, they're just little.
Yeah, I think I would too. I ain't gonna leave a lie. They got them big ass hands.
Oh yeah.
And that's a good thing though.
Yeah.
Especially if you're like shorter in height, like having like real muscular extremities is a good thing. I'm just saying.
I'll break it up.
I'm just saying. So, all in all, if it's anybody, I think I want to ask the tribe then what they think of little person. Because y'all keep trying to we keep talking about like interracial couples and, you know, transgenders and all same sex and all that stuff. We put a whole lot of emphasis between race and sexual orientation, you know, when it comes to dating and all of that. So, let's not leave the little people out, because what I realize is a lot of what we see, like in film and on TV, is we see a lot of little people date other little people. But let's be clear, there are little people who date.
And there are people who there are people who specifically prefer people who are actually really tall also.
Yeah.
People just have their, you know, their quirks.
Yeah.
But yeah. So yeah.
And little people do make average size children. And just for anybody who wants to ask that ignorant question, because I just got a feeling it's going to be somebody who watches this episode and asks that, well, I wonder if they have normal size children. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. I actually follow a little person who's very famous. She used to be a DJ. She was on Love and Hip Hop too a couple years back. Her name Lil Vicious. And she got a couple average size children.
Lil Vicious. Shout out to Lil Vicious.
Yes, that's my
That
bitch.
name is like real.
That's her rap name, Lil Vicious.
I'm correcting Come on, Lil Vicious.
Yeah, she feisty. She listens to on the rap game too. She rap and she used to dance.
Okay.
Okay. Shout out to Lil Vicious. Hey girl, how you doing? So, more on to the other shenanigans. So, speaking of dating, I guess this wouldn't have nothing to do with dating, but God damn it, R. Kelly gonna take y'all down.
Yo!
R. Kelly
when I saw that, I'm like, is that true?
R. Kelly said he's not going down by himself.
He's going to start giving up tape, are we?
He pulled the Nino Brown. He said, listen, if I'm going down, everybody going down. You're not just going to charge me.
I wonder what's going to...
But realistically, we know that there's been other individuals, but I'm more interested to see if he's going to pull out individuals that we have not heard about.
That's what I'm saying.
Or more or some of the same.
Yeah. That's my point of view also, and
because we know it's people.
I'm hoping that nothing happens to him also, like, because once you cross that line, you can't go back. So I'm pretty much just thinking in his head is like, all right, y'all might as well cancel me altogether then, because I'm about to go. I'm going in my Little Wayne voice. I'm just like, well, damn. I'd have just had to rock. I mean, you got caught. It is what it is.
I know he's sitting here looking in the mirror.
It is what it is at this point.
Saying damn to myself.
You got to eat that one, Kels.
I know that's the first thing you're doing. They should have known that they would come. He would have to snitch on somebody else.
No, for real, seriously. You was moving a little flaky.
And now they're asking for the truth.
I'm cracking up. I am cracking up. You are funny. You are funny. You get about those.
I'm just saying. Kels ain't finna fool with you. He's finna snitch.
On top of that, speaking of music and speaking of Chicago.
Yeah, shout out the building.
We went to go see Tink last night.
And there was a million reasons why.
We fuck with you. Yes.
Shout out to fucking Tink. That's my anybody who does not know real R&B, Tink is definitely an independent artist from Chicago, Illinois. I think she's around our age, just in her mid-20s or something like that. Definitely a dope individual. She's been out for a couple years. She has quite a few projects, mixtapes that were consecutive, kind of like build up projects in addition to, she actually recently released an album called, what's the recent album name? Is it Hopeless Romantic? No, that was the last
Heat
one.
of the Moment.
Heat of the Moment. Hopeless Romantic was the one before.
Cause Hopeless Romantic and Voicemails,
Voicemails is my shit.
Yes.
Them they showing skits. They showing. Let me tell you, she got her good ghetto friend from Chicago on that skit. When I tell you I hollered on them skits, I miss good skits.
Me
I
too.
ain't gonna even lie.
Yes.
I miss good skits and songs and music album projects. I miss that.
It brings a certain type of element to the project.
It really does. I loved a good skit, yo.
Yes, me too.
I was here for it. I remember the Eve skits that was on her.
I was just thinking about that as soon as
her
you
project.
said
Yo, me. Yes, skits was the shit. Damn, I miss them days. But shout out to Tink. She did a great job last night. It was a very short time.
Yeah.
I'm not
the
gonna
only thing
lie.
that
The
made me
concert
sad.
itself was a long concert, but when she came herself, I'm not sure how long they paid her for. I'm not sure what was in the contract.
Yeah, because I respect it on that angle.
Yeah, but girlfriend legitimately came in and gave us a strong 30 minutes. She gave us a strong 30 minutes.
I need a whole Tink set. Like, that's what I need, because she has so much good music.
Absolutely.
And she's been out for a while, hitting us with the whammy wham whams. Like, she be laying these tracks. She be laying these tracks down.
Yeah.
Like, I just feel like, you know.
And she's so underrated.
Yeah.
She's so underrated.
And she
if I had a chance to just sit down and talk to her and ask her one question, you could ask Tink any question in the world. What happened between you and Timberlake? What happened, Tink? Please, let us know.
I like them together.
I did.
I mean,
really
maybe it's just.
that. If it was something that was, legal, contractual, I can definitely understand and respect it. But is it something that's salvageable?
Is it something that we could do?
Can we renege on that? I'm just saying.
And it's not to say that her music that she puts, obviously we're still fans, we're still huge fans of her music, but
she did a great job.
I just like their chemistry. Yeah,
absolutely.
I think I just like their chemistry, but I just like what she does in general. So shout out to her.
Yes,
I'm glad I got to see you, but I would really love to see you a little longer, sis, because you was giving us the vibes, because you was giving us what we needed. You gave
what was supposed to be. That's why I said she gave a strong 30 minutes. And what I mean by strong, I'm not just talking about in time wise. I'm talking about within that time frame, she did what she was supposed to do. Like you said, like she gave, because we was feeling it from the moment she walked on the stage to the moment she exited. She came out with the vibe. Damn. Had a little moment. Just saying. So again, shout out to Tink. We love you, girl. Keep doing your thing.
Period.
All right. So cheers. That's what's been going on and been going on with us. I guess we're going to get right into these topics, baby.
Yes. So let's dive right in. First of all, I'm sorry, that was ghetto. Let me turn
that was real ghetto. I mean, even better be business school.
Listen.
I didn't know she lying to me.
Listen, and it is.
All right. Okay. Good job.
All right. So.
All right. Okay. What's up?
I can't with you. So, of course, fall Faves, concerts and things like that. I like to go for concerts all year
round.
It's
a shitload of concerts this fall.
Yeah, it is.
Yo, speaking of that, bitch, we said we were going to No Limit concert, so we have to get it, because that shit is next month.
I know, we gotta figure
It's in November.
Right. She's right.
We need to figure out the state. I'm not going to wait for them to come to Philly. We need to figure out what city and state that we're going to travel to and go to this goddamn concert. Because I go on the plane to go to that concert. I ain't even lie.
Period. That's a real good experience.
I'm not going to lie, because I had such a great time at the Bad Boy reunion.
Oh, yes. Talk about it. That was one of my favorite concerts ever.
Like, I feel like that whole reunion tour type energy, it gives differently than regular type concerts do. So that's definitely a thing. I feel like we get a lot of good concerts in the summer, but the fall is, I feel like, where the vibe really comes in. It really comes in, because you get a lot of the different combinations of music in the fall. You get a little bit of everything. I feel like in the summertime you only get a certain type of vibe.
Yeah, certain type of music. Yeah.
Because they trying to push that summer energy, that turn up. That, you know what I mean? Depending on which age group, though. You know what I mean?
Yep, definitely depends upon the age group.
But outside of that, I feel like the fall, you can get a little bit of everything. You can get a little Kim, get a little Fantasia.
Okay.
No Limit.
Okay.
You can get a little Tank.
Yes.
Okay, baby. They just did the Legends of the Streets tour. You get a little Dirt. Lil Durk just came to Philly.
Yeah.
Shit, and y'all know every single fall in Philly on October the Halloween weekend, we always do Powerhouse. So
Yep.
that's
Yeah,
the number
Powerhouse
one annual
coming up.
concert
Yep.
that's been
Couple
going
weeks. Yep.
for
Forever since I've never been though.
Yeah, me neither.
I've never been to Powerhouse.
Never been to Powerhouse.
So,
What's
yeah.
something else though that we've never been to Powerhouse, but what's something that's normal or traditional for you to do around this time of year?
I like the whole wine tasting scene.
Oh, girl, I love that.
Yeah.
I feel like wine tasting is best done in the fall. Because first of all, drinking wine gets you a little hot. You know, it gets you hot from your inside out. So I really don't prefer that in the summer.
Yeah,
although it is a cute little date to do in the summer, especially if you can do it indoors.
And then you can do wax, do your, make the candles. There's places that have that.
You were telling me about that, I think,
Yeah.
one time before. Yeah, I think I need to check that out.
Yeah, me and the family want to check some places out. So
Yeah, and remember we
definitely.
just came across the big city winery that's downtown in the Fashion District.
Yes.
And we said we were going to check out
Yes.
as well. So yeah, I think the fall is definitely a big time for wines. Fall is actually my favorite season.
Listen, I'm here for the fire pit. Things I love about fall. Okay, so warm nail colors. I like
Amen.
sweaters. I like pumpkin spice coffee. I also like.
You right at it.
I also like bonfires. Speaking of bonfires, my cousin had a lit ass. If she don't do this bonfire again,
yes.
My cousin Miranda.
Hey, Miranda,
shout out to Miranda.
And we're gonna bring you on the goddamn show. You know what?
Yes,
if
we
you
do.
start this annual bonfire, bitch, you better credit us, okay? And we gotta host
Period.
that shit one year. I'm just saying.
Listen, she really put on her bonfire was so lit. Let me tell you, they had the
marshmallows.
Listen, s'mores. They had the little dip station.
Fried rice,
Yup. It was
chicken.
Full bar, fully stocked bar, DJ.
Okay, bitch.
Okay.
It was all you can eat, drink, bring your own. If you did another endeavor, you could have brung that too.
It was crazy.
It was everything.
It was crazy. And she had the backdrop for the
pictures. And let me tell you something.
Wait, the backdrop for the pictures.
And it was no drama.
Nope,
no cop.
Great music.
Great vibe.
Great food, because the hand is...
that's what you got to look out for.
The hand is there.
Yes. Yeah. Come on, madame.
Okay? Listen.
NBC.
So the bonfires, I love a good fire pit. I love bonfires.
Chicken dip, Miranda. Thank you.
I can't with you.
Thank you.
I can't with you, but that's some things I love about fall. Yeah, those are my top things. So
you know what's weird?
Hot chocolate too. Because I love coffee. Don't get me wrong, but hot chocolate is like
that's definitely a wonderful thing for me. I think I do like the transition of breakfast foods in the fall for me because I'm really not a big breakfast girl. But the breakfast that I like the most typically is like the warm, the hearty stuff.
The heavy stuff.
Oatmeal, it's the home fries, the fried fish, the grits. And I feel like that's more heavier to eat in the fall and in the winter when it's cooler outside.
You want to know something
summer.
that I want to try again that I haven't had in a while?
What?
Speaking of like fall things, porridge.
Now you know what's interesting?
I had that a long time ago.
I
love hot cereal. I'm a big fan.
I've had it maybe one time in my life.
I think I had it
as
once
a kid.
Only once.
And if I did, I remember my father's mother, my grandmother giving it to me. And I don't really recall. That's why it's kind of vague. I'm not really sure. I think I did because I kind of remember her saying it to me. I don't really recall how it tastes. So I would have to try
I got a place
it
in mind that we can try it from. We're going to try it. We're going to try it and let everybody know how it was.
Okay, we can do that.
All right, cool.
Well, we probably can try it tomorrow.
Yeah, maybe. Hopefully. You know, this once again, this fake fall. But anyway, and candles. I love
in
the fall. All
year round.
But I'm just saying, in the fall, it's just something those warm smells. Oh my God. I had this I had this one candle called Boyfriend's Hoodie.
That's a little ghetto, but cute.
No, it smells so good.
The name is ghetto.
Boyfriend Hoodie?
Yeah.
Really?
That's a little ghetto.
I didn't think it was ghetto. I just thought
it's cute, but it's ghetto.
Oh my God. Nobody wants a boring candle. Anywhere. Nobody wants a fucking gardenia, petunia. Anyway.
Don't.
But yeah, what are your fall favorites?
Like I said, I would definitely start with the breakfasts.
Okay.
Like I said, we're talking about fall, but I guess I'm kind of talking about winter too. I love the fuzzy socks. Although I'm not a sock girl, the only socks that I like are the knee-high socks and the fuzzy ones.
So let's just get straight down to business. I have quite a few selections and preferences when it comes to socks because I am the sock connoisseur. I love socks. I said socks. Didn't mean to say that.
Cock socks! You know what? Don't think, isn't that a such thing?
Stop right there. I'm going to stop you right there because we are making a left and we are going to get back on track.
No, I think it is.
The glimmer in your eyes. No.
Y'all, somebody look that up. I think it's a such thing as cock socks. It might be something that male dancers or something like that use something
they do to cover it and keep it. Keep it. Yes, there you go.
Stiff.
Shut up. Anyway, so when it comes to the socks, I agree with you, Lolo. I agree with you a lot with the long socks. Especially when it's like cool outside.
Long socks.
I love long socks. Like you can definitely catch me in a hoodie and some shorts and some long ass socks. Like,
yeah, me
like
too.
I play soccer.
I'm definitely a quit girl when it comes to that. You can definitely catch me in a hoodie.
I really used to be walking around. Remember I used to be walking around campus with like that. Oh my, all the time.
In a hoodie, shorts, and Uggs in the fall for a fact. We went to IUP, guys. We went to school in Indiana, Pennsylvania. We
together,
in the mountains. And some
cold
50 degrees
with 3
in the mountains is not 50 degrees in the city. Trust me when I tell you guys. So we were used to walking to class with snow up to our knees, and we had to wear trench coats and layers. So 50 degrees here, or even when the fall is down to like 40 and 30 degrees here in the city, I'm just kind of like having on like the fleece jacket, and my mom was like, Christine, are you serious? And I'm like, Mom,
my body went through shock
for
years straight. Like, seriously.
I'm like, this is nothing to me. On top of the fact that I'm a winning baby. Hey, shout out to the December babies on December 9th. Thank you. It's accustomed at this point.
You're hype. Sorry.
Now you was hyping shit when May 8th came. Don't do that.
I'm sorry.
Don't do that. She how she is, y'all. She real disrespectful. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. Do not mind the outer door noise.
Yeah. Anyway.
Speaking of all outdoors. but absolutely, I love the fuzzy socks. I love the oatmeal. And I'm not going to even lie. This might be a little bit ghetto, but I'm a person that likes to walk around the house naked, but I like to put a robe on over it.
Oh, yeah.
So
absolutely.
I love the fuzzy robes and like wrapping myself with like fuzzy like,
let me tell you,
covers. And things, I love that.
I love
and fluffy slippers and the fluffy fur slippers. I like that.
I love taking a nice hot shower
and bubble baths in the fall.
Yes,
I think I prefer.
I love baths all year round. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I do. I'm thinking about taking the bath right now. I ain't gonna lie to y'all because it's.
I be hot as shit in this. I don't know how you do that.
I love it. Oh my gosh. Anyway,
my shit gotta be. I can't do no steaming. My shit gotta be steaming hot, and I cannot be doing no steaming hot ass bath for no summertime.
It's good. Anyway.
I mean, it's sweating. It's no purpose. It defeats the purpose. That bitch be in there sweating. Have you ever been sweating in the bath?
Yes. I actually was just talking about that the other day with Kim.
But you feels like that.
Sorry, Kim. This is
nobody know
really
Kim.
Friends.
How many Kims y'all know, bitch? Exactly. Shout out to Kim. Hey, Kim. There's going to be 1,000,001 Kims that say, hey, bitch, big. Watch.
Include my mammy. I can't with me. Anyway. I don't even know what I was about to say now because you just pissed me off and made me laugh.
I didn't even do shit.
I don't remember what I was about to say, y'all. Forgive me. I forgot any whore.
Father, forgive me. Anything else that you want to enlighten or... You know what else I love about the fall?
What?
I like when I walk outside.
Oh, I know what I was about to say.
It smells like wood.
Wood. I love the smell of... And it's so funny because I was like picking out a new perfume recently and I was telling a lady, I was like... For me personally, I feel like fall is the best time for perfume. I feel like I like those warm scents, like the wood and the, like you said, like wood, like patchouli, amber, vanilla.
Yeah, I love a good amber.
Like it gives you that, it gives it that, the musk that just comes up.
Come on, musk.
And makes you be like,
come on, musk, if you must.
What she got on? And I like spicy shit too. It could have a little spice to it.
You definitely like spicy shit.
I do. Like when it comes to food and perfume. Yeah, I like spice.
Food, yeah. Other shit, not so much.
Fuck you.
Anyway,
you want to know? Wait a minute. So, putting your... One last tip about the fall, right? So, it's nothing better than taking a nice hot shower, right?
Here she is.
And then you exfoliate all that shit, right? Yeah. But while you in the shower, make sure you got your robe and the comforter in the dryer.
Oh,
so when you get out and by the time you lotion, then wait a minute.
Yeah, that's the shit.
Put your butter on, like, so it's warm. Light a candle. Put your butter in your hand and rub your hands together. It's a moment to be intimate with yourselves, ladies. And
yes, that's the only part of the fucking day where I'm awake, that I spend time by my fucking self where nobody's bothering me, is when I'm in the fucking bathroom in the shower.
And you put your butter on,
my me time.
And it's warmed up, and it seeps into your skin. You're all nice and moisturized, and you naked, and you go to that dryer, you turn that dryer off, you grab that rope, you put it against your nice, warm, moisturized, freshly cleansed skin, and then you take that blanket, and hey, if you don't need a robe, some to each his own. Some motherfuckers don't need a robe. You just take the towel. You just take the
warm towel. I used to do that when as a kid. I used to do a warm.
Not even you could do the towel too, but I like the comforter to wrap your body up in the comforter and take and you just lay down in the bed. It's just
absolutely
like heaven. So yeah, that's my last fall tip, honestly.
So get you some wine sips on in the fall, you guys. Take advantage of the different, outdoor festivities with your children, with your man, with your family, whatever it is. Do breakfast time with your family, whatever it is. Take from us the tidbits that we shared today, and have a happy fall.
Happy fall.
Happy fall.
Yes.
Cheers to that.
What else we got?
Moving forward.
Oh, control freaks. Sorry, it slipped out.
Well, that was controlling today.
Yeah, it was. Kind of fell right into. I just was trying to propel.
Well, you just kicked in the door waving at the board.
Controller. It's like, no. Control freaks.
Drake, come get her.
So,
I feel like somebody to control freak.
Wait a minute. No, not even that. 1 second. Before you even ask that question, I want to make a statement.
Okay.
I feel like as humans within our rights, when we feel like we are confident in something, sure of something, we believe in something, whatever it may be and whatever is pertinent to, we like to control the situation because we feel like if we are in control because we have this feeling or this vision or whatever it may be about this certain circumstance, if we're in control, it's just going to go smoothly. I think everybody in life, to a certain extent, unless you're just the person who just really is like super submissive and just will let anybody and you just go with the flow always. People have their points where they are a control freak. The older I get, I realize this, like about certain things. Like I feel like there's a scale. We can look at it like it's a scale if I want to put it into perspective for people, because there's control freaks and then there's control freaks about certain things. I think that when it comes to certain things, people like to control certain situations. I feel like there are levels to control freak, because a control freak, like to the T is going to want to control every single thing like around them. Like you can't even say left without them being like, no bitch, we're going right. Like that kind of control, I can't deal with that. That's a little different. I'm sorry. Whatever. How you feel?
I have a question to kind of piggyback off of that when it comes to the levels of control. Do you feel like being bossy is equivalent to being controlling?
It depends on what the situation is, honestly.
Because I feel like I asked it because I personally feel like, in a sense, we tend to use the word controlling when it comes to men and bossy when it comes to women.
That's a good way to look at it. You might be onto something.
And I ask that because oftentimes I get called bossy.
Okay.
And every single time that I've heard that term, it was always from a man. And I take it to offense because I don't personally feel like I'm a bossy individual. I feel like when I receive information, I process it, and what does not make sense, I inquire about for clarification or for consultation so we can get to some sort of resolution, because I'm a very resolution-based individual. That's how I am.
2 times.
That's how I am.
Let's get down to the bottom.
When it comes to that, again, I do take offense when men are like, oh no, I think that you're bossy. And I'm like, what he's saying, man, I'm still like engaged with in one way or another, but it's like they really can't give me a reason, because I'm not an individual that just likes telling people what to do.
Yeah, like you here, you there, you there.
And I'm like, I don't But what I do is, what I will say is, if I'm told something or I'm in a situation, what I do is, if I feel like there's an area where I'm able to step up and be more helpful for the greater good of everyone in the situation, that I am a person that thinks first and moves forward in acting on doing that.
And honestly, I feel
like that
is what gets misconstrued. Oh my God, I can totally identify with that, because I feel like oftentimes I'm called Bossy too, because my mom always gave me this nickname called Miss Boss Moss. And I used to laugh at her when she used to say that. I'm like, because Mom, I really don't feel like I'm a bossy person at all. I really don't.
I don't feel like I'm one either.
She was like, you are, naturally, probably because you're the oldest sibling. And I think that really does have something to do with it, because you kind of give all these other little ducklings, you know, some type of guidance. So it's like you are their second parent.
Predicament, yeah. You had to, no, you can't do this. No, don't do this. Do this.
Yeah. So kind of like being the voice of reason, like, okay, you know, Mommy wouldn't approve of this, so don't do that. Or, you know, if you're going to make this decision, and as we got older, it was just like, yo, I'm not your mom, dog. So if you're going to make this decision, make sure you can stand on it, and boom, 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 I'm still going to love you. Shit. That's it. Because that's what a big sister do, for real.
Yeah.
That's what a big sister do. So Bossy, and it's so funny because my mom always did call me Miss Boss Moss. I think I like that idea, and I think I can see where I can definitely. I didn't come up with that. I never saw it that way until you spoke on it and, you know, gave your sentiments about it. But I think I can definitely say that I can see where you're coming from with that, and I think that rings true for a lot of situations. Like, I really do. I do, because when you think about it, it's just like they don't want to. I feel like it's always that double standard, but when it comes to men and women, that's why we ultimately, it's a different term that they use when it comes to us versus them.
Yeah, it's always
no spades intended.
What is it? How they say in Spanish? The feminine term versus the
masculine
term.
Femenina y masculina.
There she goes. She said it, y'all. No, she cubana.
Masculine. Sorry.
Yeah, no, she.
I was trying to zip up my drum without dying. But yeah. So, definitely, that's an interesting way to view that. Thank you for bringing that to the light. Like, oh yeah, that's why y'all saying that. So now that I know, and that's how, like, that seems like something, it can be applied to, I'm not going to say every situation, but certain situations, and a lot more often than not, it's like, yeah, they going to call you bossy, and they going to call him controlling.
In different ways. Some people are,
she's just
for men or women, some people are flat out, this is how it is. No, I don't like this, or we're not going to do this way, or no, I don't want you doing this, or I'm not accepting this, or this is the way that things are going to be. But I feel like some people are more subtle or passive aggressive about the situation. It's just like the probing, or the what do they call it?
Probing.
The grooming that a predator would use for a child. You had this that process of the buildup.
Yep.
You know what I mean? The psychopath who is not just going to show his true colors off the rip if he's in a relationship with somebody.
Kind of like a crazy chameleon. That's what I call them. Like, they show you only certain colors they want you to see.
Yeah, it's a build-up, or the control. The man who's controlling is not going to be flat out controlling. Well, some men from the very beginning, it's going to be a build-up of things. First, he might, try to tell you, keep you away from your family. They might try to
tell you what to wear.
Tell you what to wear. Right. It starts off with small things, and then
like, oh no, I'm getting your hair done.
It becomes more serious.
What?
Right.
I gotta wear my hair the way you say.
Right. First, he starts off offering to pay to get your hair done. Then he starts off suggesting styles and telling you to get them. And then eventually he's telling you what to wear, like you said. And then it goes on and on and on and on and on. So I do feel like it's different levels to maybe how the bossiness or the level of control is presented. Some people show it flat off the back, and people are able to keep running, do not pass go, do not exit, do not get $200 and none of that shit. And again, otherwise, in other scenarios, it's a little bit more of a build-up.
Right.
But in general, I do think that women are labeled and identified as bossy, but it is naturally equivalent in society when you're calling them being controlling.
Yeah. I can see
very
that.
few or very little instances where I believe that women are called controlling. I do feel as though it's more so in different scenarios, maybe like the work environment, or possibly maybe in the same sex relationship.
Okay.
the significant other might go, oh, you controlling, you trying to control me.
Mm-hmm.
But in the natural instance between a male and a female in general scenarios, it's, oh, that bitch is bossy.
And her husband's controlling. Just kidding.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just kidding. So yeah, that is different. Oh, so long with boss.
Yep.
Anyway.
So that's my take on that. So
I think the dichotomy of that was pretty good. We unpacked that pretty good.
Appreciate you.
So then we gotta talk about other shit. So controlling. So then there's different levels to controlling, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we established that. So then, when does it become toxic? When does it become toxic?
There is levels to. I'm not going to say there's levels to toxicity. I don't want to say that because I believe
toxic
something
is
is
toxic.
Yeah, if it's toxic, you should just get away from it. So I'm never going to sit here and say that there's levels to toxicity, but you would have some individuals who would say, well, some people need structure. Some people need to be, controlled. Some people need to be told what to do. And most of those individuals generally probably are control freaks.
Mm-hmm.
But in the same token, as a catch-22, when you work with people like both you and I do, you do understand more of that statement of some people need to be told what to do.
Mm-hmm.
Because I absolutely do believe that. Not necessarily in the instance of two people being in a relationship, but in general, depending on what intimate relationship, depending on what type of relationship it is. Because in a more professional environment, in a setting like more so things of what we do as social workers, our members need to be told what to do.
Yep.
In order for them to be successful or get to a certain level of success.
And to have a good livelihood, yeah.
Absolutely. So I can't take away from that statement. And when two people are in a relationship, you can't necessarily dictate or determine how a man feels about his woman. What if this is the man who married the woman who may be shallow or insecure, you know what I mean, that needs to be told what to do. So what others view as controlling, he understands this is what has to happen in order for my household or my relationship to function.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a little hard to say when the toxicity starts on that level, but let's be clear. There's many other things that can determine individuals being toxic.
Yeah.
But before evaluating somebody being controlling. Now, controlling is a good foundation to start with, but at the point of it becoming toxic, a lot of people bounce back from that. A lot of people go through shit.
Yeah, they do. And then they learn.
And it depends on what you consider toxic.
And that too. Also,
that's what I feel like.
Anything that's detrimental to you and the person that you are and what kind of vibe that you want around you is toxic. That's how I see it.
Exactly. And I feel like that's the definition for you. But I do feel like for individuals, it's like this, right? It's like the girl who we see over and over, always going through it with her man, or her man is always cheating, and she's like, oh, well, I don't know, I'm tired of this, and da-da-da-da-da. But say this man is financially, like, provider-wise, he's a good man. Okay. He just won't stop cheating. And there's the friends or the family who trying to figure out why she won't leave
him, yeah.
Or if they went through a bunch of shit, they've been together since high school, or they've been together a long time, and then they finally decide to get married after they've been through a bunch of shit. It's like, at what level do you say you forgive somebody and still be able to make decisions regarding them?
True.
In the future and moving forward.
And it's crazy because I feel like when people go through shit like that, it's like ultimately when that first relationship comes about, like the first relationship after that person is it's like you've been drugged through the mud or whatever like that. It may be like one of your work, like, oh, I never want to go through this ever again. Mm-hmm. And then you have this person that comes along and they're like super dope, and it's like, what's wrong with you? I can't trust you. You're like, your guard is super up. It's the hardest relationship. Not even that. Like honestly, in some cases, depending on who you are and what the stakes are and what your situation is, sometimes that relationship is even harder than the toxic one for certain people. For certain people, because it's like you gotta learn how to trust somebody again.
All over again.
Sorry, I'm not a professor and this is not a clicker. You have to learn how to trust people again. And you have to learn how to assert yourself when you need to, where you need to be, and you gotta show up and show out for this person if you want this relationship to work, because there is a collaborative effort. But it's just like, when do you know to take the leap? You know what I'm saying? After that situation, when do you take that leap of faith?
That hit home.
Yes, but I'm just saying,
to take the leap.
And it's like, I can relate to that.
Bitch,
so
that might gotta be the episode title.
When do you taking the leap? So. When do you know to take the leap? And, you know, when are you able to say, you know what? All right. Finally. Like, I feel like I'm at home, you know, because that's what they say. Home is where the heart is. Yeah. You're in love with this person. Nothing's peachy keen. Nothing's perfecto. Nothing's, like, crazy. Yes. Like, you know... Like, oh my God, this is TV. No.
Because nothing is perfect.
Nothing is perfect. You're going to have your damn days. But this is the person that you're willing to just do life with, period. This is the person that's going to be in your corner where there is no one else. This is the person that's going to know you inside and out. They're going to see sides of you that no one else has seen. You have a side that your family sees, your parents sees, and your friends see. But your lover is a different level.
And I think that's why some people are so much willing to take the chance and to take the risk with going through with thick and thin with somebody, because they're like, I've been with this person so long, they've seen me through so many different scenarios. Why not take a chance with this person who's seen you through X, Y, and Z?
But you gotta know what your deal breakers are, because in certain situations, you're never gonna be able to bounce back if you can't let it go. So if you can't be forgiving of certain things, you need to know what your deal breakers are, because if it's something that you feel like will really hurt you, sometimes you don't see it coming. You just have to know, if I can seriously not get over this, if this is something like, you're not going to forgive and forget. Let's be clear. We're human.
You gotta let it down.
We are human. You don't have to keep bringing it up. You have to truly forgive this person. Not to say that you're going to forget it, because let me tell you something. If that shit don't work out and another motherfucker try that same shit, you won't be in there with PTSD like a motherfucker. So I know you ain't trying me like Jacob did. Because you could fucking go. Jawn.
You gotta leave.
But I'm just saying, it gets to be really crazy. Like, when you really think about it, that first relationship after a from toxic to like
trusting
love, it's a big ass difference, and you really gotta reprogram and reset your mindset, reset everything.
I've definitely been there, because I just didn't. But you know what's interesting?
What's interesting?
The toxicity.
What do you mean?
In one of my relationships led me to understand more about myself and realize there was, after one specific relationship, that I realized that dating a specific age range of men just wasn't going to work for me. A lot of people ask, you know, why you into older dudes? Why you like older guys or whatever? No, I don't have daddy issues. The issues that I had my dad already worked out. So y'all can kiss my ass on that note. But needless to say, it was you just saying that, it was like a light bulb that came on, and I realized it was the toxicity in a specific relationship that led me to understand more about myself and know that this is part of it is generational when it comes to certain men in a certain age range. And I'm just like, this is not for me.
And honestly, you want to know what adds to that? I think what adds to that is like this big ass shift that we've had even within our own generation. Like, we came from, like, I just think so. I think that I really do. I think that really adds to that. I just think that really adds to that. I don't know what else to say about that, because it's like you got all these people who, like, even remember we were talking about like how like we're our age, and then there's people who are like a few years younger than us that like have a totally different outlook on life or lifestyle. Yeah. So I think that becomes a thing, and it transcends across all your relationships, not only just your family and your friends and your romantic relationships also. So you got to take that into consideration. That's so interesting, though. I like that you pointed that out. But what I was going to say mostly is, because, I mean, nobody's perfect, you know, and we're real here. We talk about real ass experiences. Right. What I want to point out is that, you know, although their relationship was, you know, a quote unquote fair relationship because it didn't result in something, you know, to the next level or whatever. Mm-hmm. However, people want to look at that. Right. Based on what you want as an individual. Okay, now that we got that out the way. You can learn things. Just because it's something that didn't work out doesn't necessarily mean, or it's toxic, doesn't mean that you won't learn something from it. Because the ultimate goal is to change your ways, and when you make a change, it's because you learned something new. So that's what had to happen. I mean,
that's what it took for me. I'm like, I guess
that was the same situation.
That's what it was.
That's
what
so
it took for
interesting.
me. And after that, and I realized with myself after that is, again, I wouldn't say dedicated, but I just knew from then on, okay, certain age ranges aren't going to be for me. For myself, it would need to be this and this, that, and that moving forward. So, yeah, I learned a lot about myself from the toxic relationship, and I learned to trust my own judgment, not just others, but my own judgment on, you know, my life and
and what's right for you. I mean, because you can take all the advice in the world, but your life is still your life, and you gotta live it the way the fuck you see fit. Because at the end of the day, ain't nobody gonna get judged
but you. By God. And I think, and it's crazy that you said that, because for women specifically, there's a lot of things that we don't say, maybe even to our own friends or loved ones, because we feel like we're going to get judged. They say, like, and I say that to say, because I wanted to make a point back to the toxicity part, men are more talkers than women.
Okay.
Because, and I say that because excuse me, I just bit my tongue. Details that women won't share with their girlfriends or with their sisters or with their moms out of fear of being judged by them, just because they're not into the same thing, or they know they won't agree with what they're doing. Because let's be clear, everybody knows each other's personality.
Absolutely.
But with men, they're more open about things like that.
Honestly.
So I think part of that can kind of maybe trickle back into the toxicity of a relationship, because you're holding things in that you don't necessarily have an outlet to process when things happen in your relationship.
True. That can be
true. That was how I just wanted to wrap that little piece back around.
Oh, yeah, totally and completely. And it's crazy because the older I get, the more I realize, listen, some people just do things that you don't do, and that's okay, because you do shit other people don't do either. Like, what the fuck? Like, just be real about it.
Right.
Somebody might think that you wild, but you think I'm wild. Oh, you ain't. Oh, let me introduce you to such and such.
My name is Ho. Hey.
I'm just saying. And different strokes is just for different folks, and whatever you feel like is respectable or deemed, okay with you.
But when you respect somebody, you respect their situation, you respect their space, you respect their energy. So I can understand if maybe you feel like I'm into something that my girlfriend is not into, so I don't want to bring her, and I'm not saying me specifically, I'm just giving an example. I'm into something that my girlfriend is not into, so I don't even want to mention it to her because I know that it may make her feel uncomfortable.
Right.
You know what I mean? It may be some instances like that.
Right. Okay. Right. You're right.
And I'm just kind of thinking about it from all angles here. You know what I mean? So, I ride for I play devil's advocate all the time.
No, seriously, that's another way to look at it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So I think with that, it's kind of the transition from toxicity to trust, like you said, is very different for each individual.
It is.
But I think it depends on what type of support you have. That the support that you can trust, that can assist you with that transition. Whether it's going back to an ex, or staying with the person and marrying the person that you went through hell and high water with. You know what I mean? Whether
you got that time in with.
Yeah, whether it's transitioning into a different lifestyle. Anything, all of the above. You know what I mean? So I think the most important piece is about having that supporting system through all of that, through thick and thin, through toxicity and trust. Literally, you want to have
that core support system. You do, like your core values.
So that's Lolo's tip for the day.
Yeah, it is. Honestly, I don't even know. I think it might be. We've been here for a while.
So we've been here for a while. I think we didn't get to all our topics, but y'all know we're not gonna leave y'all the fuck out. Okay, we're not gonna leave y'all out. Whatever we don't get to, we always work our way back around. But we don't want to go too much over time, so we definitely want to present y'all with the bosses of the week, because we got kind of tied up into our topics today, and it happens sometimes.
Yeah, but I think we had a great conversation.
I think it was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. So,
bosses of the week. Cheers to the bosses, and cheers to the bosses of the week.
Cheers to the freaking bosses. Drink to that. Yeah. Oh, let the Jameson thinking. Drink to that. Yeah.
All right. So,
Hey.
bow. Bosses of the week. First up, we got Chef Ken.
Hey, Chef
Ken been slinging them seafood platters for a while, y'all.
Chef Ken, if he's not your friend, go friend him now.
Go friend him now. He got merch. He just dropped 2 sneaks. As far as mine, he just dropped his own sneakers.
Really?
Go check. Yes,
That's
he's
dope.
doing big things. So go check him out. You know, his platters be whopping. You get a lot of food. It's fresh. I see him prepare it all the time.
Yeah,
He's cooked for some really influential people. So, you know, he on the map. You might want to go get a platter because the price be going up.
Yesterday's price is
it's not today's price.
People. Okay.
So, but shout out to Chef Ken. You know, he's been doing major things. Go check him out. Order a platter.
We see you, Chef. We see you working. We see you doing your thing. So we just wanted to say hi.
And Chef's kiss.
So make sure y'all follow him. Give him his Instagram.
So Chef Ken, and I think it's __, or it might be 3 of them. I know it's just long. That's
it's
all I know.
either 2 words. I think it's 2
or
underscores.
Yeah, I think it's 2. Yes. I think it might be just 2 underscores. So it's Chef Ken, CHEFKEN,
yep.
2 underscores. Try that. He'll come
like
right up.
Ken doll. K-E-N.
Yes, K-E-N.
Yes.
Yep. So check him out. And we've also got another boss coming up.
So we have a boss that's not as influential, but let me tell you something, baby. This young woman is great with the hand.
Okay.
I watched her in the kitchen as a young boy, kind of preparing her crafts and cooking up her little shit for the day. We in the kitchen, bitch.
Okay, we in the kitchen, bitch.
And she was doing her thing. I love this young lady to death. Shout out to Chef YT, you guys, on Instagram. That is Chef CHEF_YT_. She is an up and coming chef in the city of Philadelphia. And let me tell you something, baby. She got specials. Mm-hmm. She got plated, girl. She got these rolls that she be doing, and she just started making these desserts, these cakes, these all of our little snacks that we used to love from the Poppy store growing up. Mm-hmm. Little Debbie, aka Big Deborah, the honey buns, the strawberry shortcakes, all of those. She's created cheesecakes out of those little snacks. So if you guys have like a super sweet tooth and you want to try some shit out, like I said, her seafood is great. This young woman got a hand on her. So again, please check her out. She's been cooking for a while. She's been doing her thing. And if anybody know my thick ass, y'all know I like to eat. So I ain't going to never say you're wrong, baby, okay? So again, follow that young lady. That is Chef_YT_. Love you, baby. Shout out to you. You keep doing your thing, okay? So Chef Ken and Chef YT, we see y'all whipping in the kitchen, you know what I'm saying? And
it's major.
It is. It's big.
We gotta get the good eats on.
Listen, niggas love to eat.
Yeah.
Niggas love to eat. Okay. One thing we can't survive without is water, air, and food.
Listen,
okay?
Get you and your loved one a platter.
Yes.
Treat yourself, don't treat yourself.
And both of them, if I am not mistaken, do cater. So if you have any
they do
needs, whether if you want your next
private dinners, all that.
Private dinners, whether it's just for a couple, for a small group, or for a large event, check them out, y'all.
Book with them all the way.
Yep.
All right.
So,
all right, y'all.
That's all we have for you guys today on this episode. Again, thank you guys for tuning in with us on TEHO's Own podcast. We love y'all. We thank the tribe for joining us every single time. Y'all hold us stuff down.
Period.
Okay? We love y'all. Thank you so much. Don't forget to follow us on our Instagram page. Subscribe to our YouTube link and join the tribe. Tag a man, tag your friend. Don't hide your kids and hide your wife. It's bring them on to the tribe.
Right in the bio on the Instagram.
Everybody's invited to the tribe except for the kids. Mm-hmm. So bring your kids, bring your wives, bring your husbands,
hide your kids.
Yeah. Hide them, okay?
All right.
So we love y'all, and again, I'm Miss Lomax.
And I am Sunkissed Chai.
And together we are
TEHO's Own.
Thank y'all. Bye.
Peace.
Let's